Okay, let's start with how changes in production costs affect the supply curve. So if, for example, the oil prices increase, production costs go up as well. So that means that for every unit produced, firms then need to charge a higher price in order to cover for the higher costs. So the way you can think about it is that the firms roll over the higher cost. So at any point of the supply function, if you suddenly have higher cost, the firms are trying to roll over those higher costs to the consumers. So this is why you would actually say you shift the supply curve upwards in order to roll over the higher cost. But of course you could also make the case that you shift the supply curve to the left, which is geometrically the same thing. Because if you imagine that a company operates with a certain budget, and the budget, a very simple version of a budget is, currently, let's say the price is currently 6, and the current supply function is the one that starts here at 2. So let's say this is the supply function. And if the price is 6, quantity supplied will be 24. If the price is 6, quantity supplied will be 4, but then the total revenue is 6 times 4, which is 24. So total revenue is 24. So if you have a budget or a total revenue currently of 24, but the oil price goes up, well, that means that with a current budget of 24, which is your total revenue at the moment, you can produce much less. So therefore you could also say that higher production costs shift the supply curve to the left, and you will hear both. Either it shifts it up or it shifts it to the left, and that's both the same. So if you just visualize that quickly, so if I put here a supply function on top of it, make it a little bit bigger, maybe. Maybe make it 2, maybe give it another color, maybe red. Okay, so if this is our supply function, and you see, it doesn't matter whether you shift it to the left or if you shift it up. So, the idea of shifting it up is to think that higher prices, higher production costs are being rolled over to the consumers. The idea of shifting to the left would correspond to the example that at a given budget, but higher prices, you have to produce much less, and therefore shift the supply to the left. Okay, so the point here is that higher production costs shift the supply curve to the left or up, whatever you prefer. And likewise, if production costs go down, maybe because as a result of technological progress or lower oil prices, because more oil is being discovered somewhere, then the supply curve would shift to the right or down, again, whatever you prefer. Okay, so let's talk next about expectations, but I'll just stop here quickly.